Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to do the basic oil change for a Volkswagen Golf. That's the main part of any service, and it's the thing that'll keep your car running forever. That and checking the coolant, those two things are the main things. This is a Volkswagen Golf MK5, it's a 2008. This is the comfort line version. First thing you want to do is check the odometer, so 188,000, and we're at about 188,000 here. So we're not quite there, but we're pretty close. I think you can actually service these at 15,000, but I service them at about 10,000, just because oil is cheap, engines are expensive. Start the engine so the oil is warm. This hasn't been driven in about 3 weeks, so it sounds a bit rough. Okay, now the engine is warm, so I'll drive it over the pit. Crack the bonnet. Now we want to check the oil filter will come off. That's this here. Now I can get that off. Just check you have the right tools for the job. We want oil, check it that it's the correct oil for your vehicle. Pretty well in any vehicle I recommend full synthetic. For this Golf it's 5W30, but you can also put in 5W40. Technically we don't need the standard here, and it should be the standard for European models for the emissions, but it's an old vehicle and this is good oil. We need an oil filter. This is the one for my vehicle. We need a socket set. We need any bucket for the oil, and then we need some gloves. So let's locate everything. This is the front of the engine here. This is the oil filter. I've loosened it off with an oil wrench. You can get them from any automotive store. Then the sump plug is on the back of the engine block, just there. So then I think it's 19, 18, 19, this side here, right, and put your gloves on. Put your bucket under the sump plug and loosen it off. Stand back because this will make a mess. Keep this unplugged, keep the washer. While the engine oil is draining out of the sump plug, we're going to take this up into the bag. Oil filter is off and it's in a bag so it doesn't leak. It's full of oil, and I'll put the oil in here once I can move this out. Take the new oil filter out of the box, remove that little plastic capping and replace it with the old one. Oopsie. Now this goes on firm, but don't go crazy because you want to be able to get this thing off next time. And the oil is still draining, so we'll give that another minute. Replace the washer on your sump plug. Replace the sump plug. Tighten the sump plug. Now, it doesn't have to be heaps tight. Just enough that it's not going to come off. Now, don't forget to add the engine oil and keep checking on your dipstick to see when you're at the correct level. Now, I'm checking the level on the stick, but I'll need a little bit extra because that oil filter takes about half a litre of oil as well. Start the engine so that you can fill the oil filter with oil. This time it took 5 litres to get it to the top level line. Pour the old engine oil into your container and then label the containers so that no one else uses the oil by mistake. And then once you've got a few of them, dispose them at any mechanics.